Hey, my name's Tom Morton. A lot of you see me on my Facebook. I lived 22 years in South Africa. I've been out of New Zealand for 40 years, the bulk of my adult life. I've lived in America and Japan and Europe, Australia for a spell. I'm going to talk to people about immigrating to New Zealand. It has become extremely popular of a country to immigrate to if you've got the qualifications, and often even if you haven't got qualifications, a lot of people come over here to drive trucks, work on horticultural industries, to be caregivers, and often these are fraught with the fact that you'll never get full residency. But if you can save money, way to go. Back in New Zealand, I've met a person from South Africa who immigrated with 10 million US dollars. Very easy. He's helping set up a few shops around they call it Kapiti Coast, Manawatu, Wellington area. That's an exceptional. A lot of people come over here for teaching. One thing teachers find, I'm recommending to my stepson to immigrate to New Zealand as a teacher, because he can't get a visa under my passport. So if he becomes a teacher, they're giving you $10,000 relocation. Check it out with your immigration lawyer. Any advice, go to a recognized immigration consultant. But I can just tell you what I know. Teaching and nursing is such huge desire at the moment. A school last week here in Invercargill, I'm in Invercargill, which is in the south of New Zealand, had so few teachers they had to send home the grade 12, year 12 students that particular day. But back in Durban, year 12, my kids were spending most of their time at home. I lived right next door to St Henry's. My other son was at Kearsley, and so they'd spend a lot of their year 12 at home studying. So what is it like living in New Zealand? The house I live in at the moment, we live in a 30 square meter cottage, and we pay $220 a week. That includes electricity and water. I don't think they charge water here. That is good value. If we were to rent a house, 3-bedroom house in this town, it's from $440 a week. But I prefer the 220. The house seldom is locked. The house is seldom locked. It's on one of the nicest streets in the city. And yes, there's burglaries here, car break-ins, for weird stuff. People will break into a car for tools. They don't break into it. I can take you to a place where I can show you cell phones in the car, charging in the car. And that was amazing. So I'm going to cover, this is not scripted, but today with bullet points, but I'm going to cover what it's like. And I might even get Tracy to talk on some of my videos with me and give me some ideas. I know some other South Africans who might want to illuminate what it's like for them. For me and my wife in South Africa, I was definitely the breadwinner, so to speak. She was working in Durban and couldn't get her swing with her industry, get into the swing with her industry, and here she earns a lot more. She actually mentioned she was actually earning comparable income in Johannesburg. But the lifestyle is better here, but she really misses her church and her friendship via the church. I have become very much the house husband here. And, you know, my industry changed a little bit, and so I am very much the house husband here. You can Google me, Tom Morton, Invercargill. I've become very political. So Google me so you know who I am. And I'm going to bring these posts regularly. Follow, subscribe.